Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to make sprouts with Kabuli Chana and we will be using a sprouts maker to do this. So I bought these from a local store. You can use any variety of chana or grains that you get to buy in the stores or from online. So whenever you buy these grains and you want to make sprouts with it, whether you have bought the regular ones or the packaged ones, it's very important that we wash them thoroughly because they contain a lot of dust and dirt. Also, sometimes when you buy it from the shop, it may have some insects as well. So here I am transferring the required quantity. I bought I think 1 kg of this, but I am taking about 200 grams of this and I will keep the remaining one aside. So here we have the Kabuli Chana and we will take the required quantity of water and will rinse it really well. So you need to rub it with your hands and you need to rinse it for about 2 to 3 times because they do contain a lot of dust and dirt, and once you soak it, that dust and dirt will also get inside. So it's very important that we wash it previously only. So there is an insect also that I could see. Can you see it's floating? So it's very important we rinse it well. So here I'm rinsing it. There are some other particles also. I rinsed it for about 3 times and got clean water. We'll soak it overnight. So I soaked it at about 9 o'clock at night, and this is next day morning at about 11 o'clock because I soaked it for a longer duration. You can see a bit of bubble forming, but then they are not smelling bad. So we'll have to rinse it well. Here my kid is also coming to see what it is. So I rinsed it 2-3 times in a strainer, and here I have the clean grain all ready for sprouting. Now I am using the Terracotta sprouts maker. Along with it, I also use the plastic one for another portion of the Kabuli Chana. So you can use whichever sprouts maker you find easy. So this one is otherwise good, but just that you need to be a little bit careful, especially with a kid around. If they are not, like if it falls, it will break. So you need to be a little careful while washing also. So here I am adding one portion of the chana because these are bigger in size. You cannot put a lot of them. Here I am putting another portion of it, and I felt that I have put a lot in the lower part, so I'll remove some of them. So here I have it all ready. I will cover it and allow it to rest. Now Kabuli Chana takes a lot more time for sprouting. The first 2 container I am using for sprouting. The third one is to accumulate any excess water that may be there. And I was also making moong sprouts that day, and I was using my plastic sprouts maker wherein there are 3 compartments. So in one of those I kept the leftover Kabuli Chana as well, and this is the third one where I'm keeping it. I have also made other detailed videos showing a demo on how you can use this sprouts maker and which one is good. You can check that out as well. So the grains are all moist. I will let them rest for a day, keeping them aside. This is the next day morning. So next day morning there is no as such progress in the Kabuli Chana. Like I told you, it takes longer to grow. So there is no water also, excess water also, because any excess water, it would be like few drops only, it will dry. So I'm just putting bit of water on the topmost compartment because it has holes. Water will get down to the next compartment and it will accumulate in the last one as well. So as you can see, all the grains will be moist like this, and here the excess water will be accumulated, and you can discard it after some time. You can use it to water your plants as well. So I'm putting little bit more water just to ensure that they are moist enough throughout the day. So here I will cover it. I discarded the leftover water and will let it rest. And this is the progress in the plastic sprouts maker. For the moong, there is just a bit of progress, little bit it has started coming, but for the chana there is no progress because again it takes longer duration. So I will keep it back. It's already moist, I'm not putting any excess water, and will allow this to rest for another day. And this is the next day. I woke up in the morning. Today I'm going to office. So in the morning I thought of preparing this moong, and this is the progress of the chana. Little bit of sprouts, can you see it has started to come? Little bit of sprouts, and again they are dried, so we need to make them moist. I will put water. So can you see, this is the progress. The process has started basically. So I will add another glass of water slowly and allow it to drain out, and after that I will discard the excess water. So this is the progress for the chana, and here is all the water that got accumulated. You just need to wait for a few minutes and then water will get collected here. And this is the progress for the chana. It's again already moist, and the green moong is almost ready. I prefer consuming it when the sprouts are not that long, so I consumed it that day itself. And for the Kabuli chana, I thought that I will keep it for maybe 2 more days so that sprouts will come properly. So I will be cooking the moong and I will be keeping this for sprouting for 2 more days. So that's another good part. You can use one of the portions and you can keep the remaining one for sprouting. And this is the progress after 2 days. So sprouts are coming in. So every single day I would water it with 2 glasses of water, and you can see here long sprouts have started coming. If you keep it for longer duration, the sprouts will be even the sprouts will grow even long, but I did not wanted it, so I just wanted to consume it today. So here it is all ready, and this is the final progress of the sprouts, and I will be consuming it today. So that's all for today's video, and this is the progress in the plastic one, similar growth only. I hope you found it helpful.